What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on Savage Mode 2, coming to us from 21 Savage and Metro Boomin. These two are both coming out of Atlanta. 21 Savage is the rapper and Metro Boomin is the producer. And 21 Savage in particular has really grown on me over the years. When he first came out, you can even go back and check some of my old reviews. I thought that he was one of the worst rappers I had ever heard, just very drab, boring, and one-dimensional. But over time, I feel like he's really gotten a lot better. He actually impressed me on his last album, I Am Greater Than I Was, where he was bringing some more content and showing that he was putting more attention into detail when it came to the rapping. As for Metro Boomin, he's a super producer who's responsible for many hits and plenty of bangers, so even though I haven't liked everything that Metro Boomin has done, there was even a time where it felt like he was all over everything and I kind of got bored of his sound. I still respect him a lot, and on this album right here, I feel like both of these guys came together to bring their best work. Obviously, you're not expecting crazy lyricism here and deep content, because that's not what you get from 21 Savage. He's more about the aggression, the menacing content, drugs, guns, that type of shit. But even still, man, he really stepped up his flows and his energy levels. When I listen to this and then I go back and listen to his old stuff, I really am hearing a big difference. So I want to know from you guys if you feel the same way. Even if you did like 21 Savage when he first came out, do you still notice how much he has improved over the years? You can really notice how his rapping has improved on the song My Dog. Here he's rapping over elegant piano about a slew of topics, including how people were making fun of him being born in London. You guys remember when they were making all those memes about him, and on this song he spits, "Nigga keep talking that UK shit like I don't got AKs, like cause I was born overseas, these motherfuckers ain't gon' spray. He also raps a bit about his humble beginnings and being jaded when it comes to love, and this is a topic that's explored even further on the song called R.I.P. Love. This one has a bit of a lo-fi feel to it, so I did like the vibe of this track, and he's just rapping about how love is not the thing for him anymore, man. He's tried his best, but it's not gonna work out. Fun note, there's also Morgan Freeman on the end of this song, R.I.P. Love, talking about the difference between love and lust, and Morgan Freeman pops up throughout this album, which I think is a really nice touch. I just spit some bars there by mistake, but hey, that's what I do sometimes. I'm really curious to know how they got Morgan Freeman on here, just to see how those discussions went, but you can't go wrong with him doing the narration, like when he pops up on the Snitches and Rats interlude to explain the difference between snitches, rats, civilians reporting a crime, and all that type of stuff. This interlude leads into the song by the same title featuring Young Nudie, and I really like the production on this, man. It sounds like some GoldenEye 007 shit from back on Nintendo 64. It's gonna make you want to pull out your Moonraker laser or your club. If you know, you know, because that shit was a damn classic. And on the topic of heavy artillery, you know you're going to get a lot of that gangsta shit from 21 Savage, like on Glock in My Lap, where he spits, "Body full of scars, face full of tats, you pray on your knees, I pray to my strap." This beat has a very haunting, sort of horror movie backdrop to it, as well as these frantic strings that kick in. Really great production on there. And then with the song Runnin, he spits, "He was talking gangsta, caught him at a light." This one is easily one of my favorite bangers of the year. It has a really catchy hook. That production is super dope with the big bass, heavy keys, and soulful vocal chops. And honestly, man, I think this album is some of the best trap music that I have heard in years. You got sliding with heavy bass rolls and yet another catchy hook, as 21 lets us know that he was robbing while some of us were in college. And while rich nigga shit is your standard braggy content, this beat is beautiful, man. It's very, very layered. I'm usually hard on trap music because I feel like sometimes the beats are just empty, simple, and to the point. But on this album, if you put on some headphones, turn it up, and really sit with it, you're going to pick up on all kinds of intricate production. I'm not lying to you, man. You're going to still get all that heavy bass that you want, lots of bass rolls and switch ups, but you're going to hear a lot of instruments coming in and coming out. I was really impressed with the production on here all around, man. Getting back to the song Rich Nigga Shit, for example, you're getting cowbells, strings, aquatic synths, and a creeping bass line. I just was really impressed with this production, and this is coming from someone who is not big on trap music. If you've been following my channel, you already know that by now, so I think this one is worth a listen even if you're not into trap music, because this seems to be trap music at its best in my opinion. I even like the song with Drake called Mr. Right Now, and this is the exact type of track that I usually hate because it's kind of bright and bouncy and cheesy when it comes to the production, but it's also fun, catchy, and it has some memorable moments. Sometimes you just want to put something on and not think about it or have anything too serious going on. You just kind of like the sound of it and it works for the vibe. So I did like this track as well. You got them on here rapping about fucking girls to different R&B singers, like when 21 Savage this bitch. She want me to fuck her to some Keith Sweat, but she stay in apartments I got beef at. And of course, on this song, Drake caused a little bit of drama when he brought up how he used to date SZA way back in the day, back in 08. I saw people doing some math there just to make sure how old she was. I think she was 17 or 18, something like that. And of course, she unfollowed Drake after hearing this. So if you're into that drama that hip-hop brings sometimes, that was some spicy drama right there, just so you know. We also get this dope track that's styled after 80s hip-hop called Steppin' on Some Niggas. This just sounds like some shit that Ice-T or Eazy-E would have rapped on, so I really appreciated just how they did something different with that. And then with Many Men, we're getting an obvious reference to 50 Cent's song by the same name. 21 Savage is on here spitting, "Many men wanna kill me, dog, I feel like 50. And there are some other clever bars on here, like when he says, "Hit her in the shower, Mimi, next day she trying to see me, told her I'm blind, Stevie." This is a reference to Mimi Foss' sex tape. She was a woman who was on Love and Hip Hop, and she put out a sex tape where she was hanging from the shower getting toe up, and her ex-boyfriend is Stevie J, so he probably doesn't want to see that shit, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was just a clever way to tie together, once again, some drama within the hip-hop world, more so the reality TV world, but you get where I'm coming from. So I thought that was pretty clever, and there's even a point on this track where he calls Jeezy a pussy, but I have no idea what that's about. I don't know what type of beef they have, if there's something going on there, but he said it, so now we're just gonna have to wait and see if Jeezy responds. But I don't know, man. Jeezy's just busy being engaged and just getting on his grown man shit, so we'll have to see what happens there. I also like that song Said and Done. This beat is very nostalgic and beautiful. It kind of sounds like it samples a 90s sitcom or something like that. This is a track where he's rapping about humble beginnings, past loves, and betrayal. And Brand New Draco is one of my personal favorites. It's just this triumphant banger with bass that is thicker than Ariana Adin. As 21 Savage says, "Shout out Robert Kraft, fell in love with the cheddar, beat a rapper ass, Def Jam Vendetta." This is obviously a reference to the New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft. He's filthy rich. He also likes to get tug jobs in really sketchy masseuse parlors, but that's a whole other thing. And of course, Def Jam Vendetta, the classic Def Jam fighting games, which we are definitely due for another one by now, man. It's 2020. They got to make that shit happen, so hopefully they do. But this album to me is one of the year's best surprises. I wasn't expecting to like this at all. 21 Savage continues to improve in my opinion. These beats are fucking crazy. So I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10 here. You guys know I'm mostly into traditional hip-hop with lyricism and subject matter, but I like bangers too, and once in a while I just want something that sounds good, is nasty, cranks bass, and that's exactly what this album delivers. I was really impressed with this. If I had to pick a least favorite, I'd go with No Opp Left Behind, but even that's not too bad of a track because it's still a quality banger. I just didn't really have much to say about that one compared to some of the other songs. So yeah, this is one of the year's biggest surprises to me. I'm sure it's going to surprise some of you guys because I'm usually not into this shit, but I think it's a lot of fun and it's worth checking out if you just want something for trunk slappers, big bangers, just that menacing vibe. I think they pulled it off really well. So there you have it, my thoughts on Savage Mode 2. Hit me up below in the comment sections with how you feel about this project, and of course, make sure you do that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.